We have Billy Quarantillo taking on Alexander Hernandez. What was that sound? It's like a Furby. What was that?
What? What are you talking about?
Was there not like a... There wasn't like a...
What?
Okay, I gotta watch this back because dude, there was like, is it the baby monitor? Is that what I'm hearing? There was like some weird, stupid little like sound I heard. All right, my bad. We got Billy Quarantillo taking on Alexander Hernandez. Billy Quarantillo, 16-4 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off a loss to Shane Burgos a year ago. Alexander Hernandez, 13-5 overall, 2-3 in his last 5. Alternating wins and losses. I cannot stand you today.
What am I up done? I'm not doing anything.
You're sitting like a... Oh, God.
The AC's on. It was a nice day today. Holy shit.
Anyway, it's your chair. I just heard it again. Are you making the sound or is it your chair? You just fucking
oh my God, I'm making the fucking sound, you stupid bitch. Jesus Christ. That's why I was laughing. I was looking at the camera. Every time he went, I was like, for the chat, like winking at him.
Jesus, Mary, dude. This, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing you don't get the shit kicked out of you constantly. Like, it's amazing.
I don't leave the house.
Well, that'll do it. All right. Anyway, this should be a fun fight. Billy Quarantillo, nonstop pressure, nonstop pace. Actually pretty decent everywhere. The dude's landing 8 significant strikes per minute. He's shooting takedowns. He only has a 21% takedown accuracy, but he's shooting them. He has 8 takedowns in 7 UFC fights. He's got decent BJJ. Billy Quarantillo is a good, well-rounded guy. He does get hit quite a bit, though. Alexander Hernandez is interesting because in one fight, he looks like a killer. The next fight, he just kind of doesn't show up, shits the bed a little bit, but he's a fast, athletic, powerful guy who can wrestle. He beat Beneil Dariush. He beat Francisco Ronaldo. Good wrestler, solid athlete, good power. When he mixes things together, which sometimes he does struggle to mix in the wrestling, and he'll just end up in a slugfest, which he should not be in, that's when he loses. So I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to pick Alexander Hernandez here as the underdog, but he's going to need to mix in the takedowns and not get caught up in a fist fight. Because if he gets caught up in a fist fight, he'll get picked apart or he'll get taken down. So I like Alexander Hernandez here. I think he's probably the better guy in almost everything, but Billy might put it together better than Alex does, which would suck. But I like Alexander Hernandez to win this fight. What do you think?
Yeah, actually, I'm a I don't want to say a big fan of Alex, but I do like Alex. He is a fun guy to watch because he almost is like a little pocket Michael Chandler the way he fights, because with his explosion, with his athleticism, and kind of like Michael Chandler, he kind of needs to get you out of there early. Either get you out of there early or be able to kind of outwork you through 3 rounds. And in this matchup, it feels like this is like the worst matchup for a guy like Alexander Hernandez because you cannot outwork or outpressure a guy like Billy Q. He's just so goddamn tough, and he just turns up the notch round after round after round. It feels like one of those fights where, yeah, Alex might have an opportunity in the first round. Maybe it looks like he's hurting him, and then he kind of blows his load, blows his gas tank, and then it starts turning into a Billy Q fight, and that is get nasty. That is get tough. Maybe even mix in his own takedown because Alex can't get taken down when he gets tired or when he gets hurt. So I feel like Alex is going to be live in the first round. He always is with his explosion, but this just feels like a typical Billy Q fight where he's just going to outwork and outgrind Alexander Hernandez. Maybe find a late finish or just go to a decision and win it that way, maybe like a 29-28 after you lose the first round. But I just think it's a bad matchup for Alexander Hernandez because it's not a guy that you can put out, and it's not a guy that you can outwork. And I think that's how he beats people. So I'm Billy Q in this. I don't exactly love it, but it is what it is.
I completely agree with your breakdown. Like we're on opposite sides of the pick here, but I agree with everything you're saying. Everything. The thing I do see going for Alex here is, if you look at the stats here, Billy, yes, he's landing 7.74 significant strikes, which is very impressive. That's a very high number.
That's like me shadowboxing.
Oh, this again? But he's also hit with 5.8. He's almost hit with 6 significant strikes per minute, which is not good. For a dude that's coming forward like that, shooting takedowns, getting control, he's hit a shit ton. And I'm hoping Alex has the power to beat him up, slow him down, and take some of that away from him. Because a guy, if you're landing 8 and you're averaging more than 1 takedown per fight, how the hell are you getting hit 6 times? With significant strikes, and if you listen to the broadcast, significant strikes are strikes from range. So those are not strikes on the ground. Those are only strikes standing when you're not necessarily in the pocket. So that's what I got going for Alex there. That's the one thing I'm leaning on.
No, I mean, yeah,
he is.
I mean, that, yeah, he does get hit, but yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. I think we're on the same page here. Opposite sides, but on the same page. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I am going to have Alexander Hernandez. I am going to have Alexander Hernandez in my DraftKings lineup. What are you doing?
It's like a beautiful thing, like hands reaching out, touching hands, touching me, touching you.
I think I'll have Alexander Hernandez in my DraftKings lineup, $7,600. That's solid value. That's solid value for a guy that you know is going to fight for your money. He's not a gun-shy guy. He can get caught up in the wrong fight, but he will be in a fight. And you need underdogs in your lineup. That's the only way to make it work. You like Billy enough to throw him in yours, or probably not?
No, because I mean, anytime you're relying on a guy to be tough to win the fight, yeah. that's a dangerous thing to put your money on, or DraftKings or whatever. I think he can, but yeah, I think he can, but you know, that's a tall task. So no, I don't think it's worth DraftKings.
That was literally everybody. The Matt Schnell thing was so funny because in my breakdown, I was like, Matt Schnell's stupid tough, but I cannot pick a guy just because he's tough. I can't just rely on him to get his ass kicked and then come back from the dead.
And what did I say, Angelo?
And then all the comments, the whole comment section was like, he's so tough. He's so tough. He's my pick. It's like, dude.
And what did I say?
What'd you say?
I said his toughness would be his downfall.
There you go. Congratulations on all your success. So I like Hernandez in DraftKings. Monkey knife fight strike line 116 to 58. 116 is so high. And he does, I mean, that's high for a reason, but those are women numbers. Like, that is high. That's almost, if Billy's definitely going to get the takedown, definitely going to be in control. I think he's going to have a little bit of a harder time just taking Alex down, landing those strikes. I think this is a less more on monkey knife fight for sure.
Yeah, that's probably the way to play it, but I could see, second, third round, all of a sudden Billy has 60 strikes in the second round and fucking 70 in the third round. Because once Alex gets tired, man, he just becomes a heavy bag. And Billy Q's a guy that just lays volume. So, but I agree. I think it's a less play.
Yeah, I think it's a less more. If you guys want to pick your side, go to weonpicks.com/MKF. Sign up, make a deposit. They will instantly match your deposit. And if you pick this right, you could triple your money. You could put a bunch of them together and 25 times your money. That's weonpicks.com/MKF.